So, how do you accumulate wealth? Change your mindset. Four important nouns you want to remember: income, which is the money you make; expenses, the money you spend; liabilities, what costs you money; and assets, what pays you money. There's three types of people: the poor, middle class, and wealthy. Poor people are what do poor people do when they get paid? Remind me? They buy stuff. That's correct. They buy shoes, clothes, fast food, games, etc. Stuff they found cheap at a flea market, garage sale, dollar store, Walmart, you name it. Their houses are full of junk. They take the money from income and they spend it, and that's when it becomes an expense. It's easy to fall into this trap though, because everywhere we look, there are things to buy. This is what makes the world go round. It's called commerce. It's easy to fall into this trap though. The problem is after years of working, you have nothing to show for it. The little things add up. The belief is that you make money to spend it, so you save to buy big ticket items. The poor never let their money create money for them. This isn't a character flaw, and it's not wrong. It just puts us in a terrible cycle. Creating wealth is not a secret, it's a recipe. To create wealth, you must know the recipe and use it. I never baked cupcakes because I never learned, never had the recipe, and never tried. Not only do you need the recipe, but you need to use it. Now, when it comes to the middle class, some think they are rich because they make a good salary and have a good job. They make a six-figure income, but what they buy with their money is what keeps them stuck in middle class. Middle class people usually buy liabilities, something that costs you money. They buy big houses, nice cars, go on expensive vacations, and they pay for it all on credit. Each month, it's a new purchase. It just adds more to your monthly bills and expenses. An example of their monthly expenses are a mortgage or rent on a fancy apartment, food, lifestyle with $7,000, a fancy car. They put $7,000 a month down, a few hundred a month they have to spend on it. They live on their credit cards. Monthly debts begin to catch up to monthly income, and then they become trapped. This is what I call golden shackles. They keep buying liabilities that cost them every month. They get trapped by the very items they bought to make them happy. Now they are stressed because they have to make more money next year for school, vacations, or whatever, and put those liabilities on a credit card. They get trapped because they are in a situation where the only way to make more money is by trading their time for it. And there's only 24 hours in a day. Regardless if you make $10 an hour or $100 an hour, you still have to trade your time for it. So the fast food workers still have to serve food, and the brain surgeons still have to see patients. These people can become workaholics, and now they're working to pay bills. The difference between the poor and the middle class is instead of buying stuff and liabilities, the wealthy buy something that pays you. They use the money to buy more assets, which helps make more money, such as stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, real estate, jewelry, insurance, just to name a few. These are what we call investments. Poor and middle class think investments are buying something, then hope it goes up in value. No, this is trading, gambling. This is what the poor and middle class think investing is. It's not wrong thinking. Instead, they need to buy assets. Instead of buying something you hope goes up in value, the wealthy buy assets that pay them now. Examples: they buy bonds that pay them monthly, they buy real estate that pays them monthly, they buy stocks that pay them monthly. Now, there's two other assets that they do. One is education. It's a kind of asset. If you learn how to do something, you can use it to make money. And if you think education is expensive, you should see how expensive ignorance is. And the other asset is a business. You can buy or create an asset that's a business. Especially a business can create passive income for you. A business can pay you even after you stop working it. Then you have a true asset, like a vending machine or an online store. Now you can make money while you sleep. The great Robert Kiyosaki said, you want to rent where you own and live where you rent. So what he meant by that is, if you have $500,000, instead of dropping that in a house to live in, you buy it in a house that you can now use as an investment property, so that the money you make monthly is going back to pay off that mortgage. And if you're charging a little more, the excess can be used for you to pay for the rent where you live. So remember, change your mindset today.